Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of My Best Friend the Week.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Your girls are back, guys. Your ladies are back in the house with
Yes.
another wonderful episode. It's me, Kosy Diamonder, and of course,
Deola.
yes. And today we are going to be talking about anime events.
Kosy is
in
being very
Nigeria.
nice about this. We're about to talk some shit about some events.
Relax.
We've attended.
We said we were not going to trash talk them, okay?
No,
So
there's
be
a
kind.
difference between talking shit
Really?
and trash talking.
What's the difference? Because I hear shit and trash, which are pretty much the same thing.
No, trash talking is when you're like absolutely demolishing them. You're
Okay,
like
we're not there
dragging them
yet.
through the mud. And talking shit is like, you know, when you and your friend are like talking about someone and you're like, but you know, God, you know, there's a way
So
you
it's
know when you're gossiping. I'd say it's like that. You know when you gossip about something, you're like, you know.
So talking
what I heard,
shit
Sha.
is like the milder version. Or
Yes.
trash talking is like we're here to kill.
Yes,
And
yes,
yeah, okay, that
yes,
makes
yes,
sense.
Yes. So
I'll try not to. I'll try not to go the extreme. Go to the extreme.
so as
That's
Kosy
great.
said, we're gonna be giving our thoughts, opinions,
Candid reviews.
ask some questions, state some concerns
Share
about the state
experiences.
of anime events in Nigeria. So one thing I love about the culture, one thing I love is the fact that we now have way more events that are happening every year.
Yeah, seems to be
It's
popping up
great.
these days, which is really nice. Really nice.
I mean, an opportunity to meet fellow weebs, you know, an opportunity to touch grass, an opportunity to see what real people look like is always welcome.
I guess.
So before we like, you know, I don't want it to seem like we're here to shit talk because like I came out of the gate like that. I just did that for like dramatic effect.
Mhm.
But I do want to like give my thoughts on like the events I've been to. As someone that attends events for like I'm an extrovert. I love
I'm
going
an
out to
introvert.
events.
I think that is one thing about this particular topic is we're going to have like varying
points of view.
Exactly,
Because I'm the
an
extrovert and you're the
I think
introvert.
I'm even more introverted now. And so even the last anime event, I was trying to get into the spirit of being outdoors. It just was not clicking, man.
I will say that one. Should we say names? Should we start saying names?
No, but
Not yet. Let's get into it small. Let's get into it small. But I will say that particular one, I did enjoy the other versions of it. I'm gonna just say it. I preferred the first edition and the second edition
Okay,
of
maybe
Eco
we should
Anime
start
Fest.
with
I've already said it.
Let's start with listing the anime events
that we've attended.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fine. Cat out of the bag, Eco Anime Fest. I think this is the one I've attended the most. We've had 3.
Really? Yeah.
I mean, I've attended 3 editions. I don't know how many
I've
they've
attended
had.
2.
So there are 3. Then there is Aniwi. That one just started, I think, last year. And we attended that one. We actually got a stand at Aniwi.
Cute boo.
And how do I go? I really liked Aniwi.
I did. I was going to say that was actually like not a bad
I didn't want to
event.
rank it, but like thinking about it now, Aniwi was my favorite.
And I think
event.
I know why.
Why?
Location.
Wait, where was it?
It was if you know where Star Hub is, which
Where
is like
Star Hub?
The former youth church of Daystar. It's in that building. I think they own the building.
Okay.
But it is just somewhere in, I think, Hastech, Zytech. Isha is somewhere Zytech,
You seem
right?
to be the one that know it because I don't. I legit do not remember the venue.
It used to be my church. So
okay.
I even went across the road to the second half of the auditorium to say hi to church people.
I see.
That's why. But then the auditorium is big. It was well lit. It had beautiful ACs at strategic points, which is very, very important.
First concern, first feedback. Please, you guys invest in AC.
I swear.
Please invest in AC. And also on the other side, please, I don't want to do this, but please invest in roll-on.
Oh my God.
Please invest in deodorant.
I feel this is a shade to the guys out there. I'm sorry,
Please
guys, but you guys are the problem sometimes.
Please invest in bar soap. At least bar soap. Oh my lord.
I hope you guys aren't feeling attacked. We're saying this with much love.
If you feel attacked, if you feel attacked, it is because you smell.
Oh my
God. If you feel attacked, look. They say this thing, if someone says something and it doesn't apply to you, it should not affect you.
True.
So if you're out there and you know you don't smell, then this should not.
If it's a problem you're working towards, we understand. And she's listed some things that you can start off with.
I've also listed toothbrush. I don't think I said toothbrush and toothpaste.
Wow. I feel like you've had like some very interesting experiences. So, I mean, once or twice, but you're going down.
No. So what I have noticed is that I don't know if it's anime men or men, but I'm thinking it's anime men because again, I go to events, I go to parties, I go to things. the smells in these events. The halls are always there's always
Is it because they're more younger guys? So maybe they haven't really.
I am thinking of the economic situation, but like you can I get it, man. But at least
Still,
find the cheapest.
There are girls who don't, sense that way. Isn't the economy
Look, if
affecting
women,
them?
look, here's the thing I love about girls. We will try something. We'll try our very best. We will spray the last of that piff. We'll spray the last of that body spray. We will try. We'll use the last of that powder. But men, just roll out of bed and move. Roll out of bed and move. Roll out of bed, scratch their head. Wear their boxers and move. No, I need you all to start taking showers.
Again, guys,
the halls are smelly.
We say this out of love. Don't take too much showers. I heard recently that if you take like 3, 4, 5 baths in a day,
what happens?
You're going to smell more. You're actually going to have more body odor because you're killing of like good bacteria.
You know what? I don't even. You know what? Look, 2 might be too much because some people's pumping machine might not be working. Some people might have to go and fetch water. That's fine.
I feel like we've strayed off topic, but the point is,
we have
guys. We love you, and our noses would like to be loved in return.
Yes, that's what I would say. Another thing, and I hate that. I don't want to seem like I'm attacking men. But there's one thing that I've noticed about anime men, and this is not a Nigeria thing, but this is like a general thing that we're all trying to we're trying to be better. Kosy, do you remember being at that quote-unquote rave and that guy that just kept on asking us questions and quizzing us?
Which one of them? Because there was so many. One particular one that you actually had to come and save my life.
So I'm glad that that there are multiple examples, because here's the thing. Anime men or weebs, when you see girls in public, do not give them 20 questions to answer about their favorite anime. I know you're trying to do this because you're trying to be like, if you really watched anime, you would know what exactly happens in episode 2000 of this.
Oh, wow.
No, I do not know, and I don't give 2 fucks about it.
I'm just here to have a good time.
We're all here to have a good time. And this is something I've noticed happen in general, where men are trying to be gatekeeping, where men are like, Naruto is really your favorite. What happened when Naruto fought this? Or what happened in episode 6? And I'm like,
I'm going to be very, very honest. I have had less experience with guys doing this. But I do have experience with guys being too clingy and too following you everywhere and trying to get your attention. And I'm like, let me breathe, please. I didn't come here to see just you.
That happens everywhere, to be honest. But like anime men, it happens as someone that goes everywhere. Like there are men that are just a little bit too followy and too stalkery. Yeah. But like, yes, I do remember that at this event, I had to legit go to Kosy and pull her and be like, let's go and dance.
Yeah, there was nothing thank to you dance for that, because I did not know how to escape that. I want you all to know there was nothing
to dance to. I was like, let's go dance. So yeah, anime men, please. I say anime men. No,
weebs.
I'm not going to put Nanami and you guys in the same group chat. Weebs, male weebs.
Our darling male weebs.
Male weebs, please. Just take a couple of showers.
Yeah.
You know. And please stop being gatekeepy and answering questions, because that's really what you're trying to do. You're trying to be like, you're not really an anime fan by quizzing me and asking me to answer all these questions. Or you're like, oh, you're not an anime fan unless you've watched this.
Anime isn't just for guys. I get that you guys like watch a ton of it and you guys pretty much dominate this industry, if I'm going to put it that way. But let us enjoy our animes in peace without having to answer a billion questions about the kind of anime.
Like, I don't think you understand how annoying it is. Like, me and Kosy were at the fucking bar trying to get a drink. I'll never forget, trying to get a drink. And this guy goes, oh, your favorite anime is Naruto. Okay. And he asks like a bunch of questions.
Very random. And I'm like,
I've never met you before. I don't know who you are.
I have actually watched Naruto, but I cannot remember what happened in episode 206.
So now,
Nikki, how do you have that information? It has over 700 episodes.
So now, like, because Kosy's not able to answer those questions, she's not a real anime fan. What the fuck?
But okay, we're not here to shit on you guys, but we just feel... Great, you have the award. You know all about anime. I give it to you, Nikki.
Exactly, you win this award. I didn't mean to go on a rant like that. It just, the spirit overcame me, and I just needed to share.
To share. So if you are a guy that falls in any of these categories,
please do better.
you're welcome.
Please do better.
Take a tip.
What I really love about anime events, let me go to the things I love, are the cosplayers. I always fucking love seeing cosplayers. I always love seeing what like people are making. Like the last event, the last Eco Anime Fest that we went to, that I saw Casca from Berserk. She made the entire armor from scratch. And I'm just like, you made armor from scratch? How? Where?
Creativity.
Where does this come
in
from?
Full bloom.
And I love it. Creativity, honestly, in full bloom. And also you get to see like cosplay characters that maybe you've never watched the anime, and now you're like, okay, you know what? I now want to watch this anime.
I think the anime cosplay character that I saw that really got me excited was this babe from what's the name? Seven Deadly Sins. Diane. Oh god, she looks so adorable.
That's Chris. I follow her on Instagram, and she follows her. She loves us.
Oh god, she was genuinely, and Diane's a character I actually like, and I could actually remember the anime because I'd watched it recently. So it was like, oh my god, Diane is right there. Yeah,
it's always so crazy seeing your favorite characters in real life. It's like, oh my god, they exist.
I know, right?
They like exist, and that's what I really love about like anime events, like getting to see your favorite characters, and also getting to talk to people and argue with people about stuff. Like it's always great, like, you know, sharing opinions and like coming to blows, almost blows.
I think that only works for me if the environment, the location picked was like, it gave me space to feel comfortable. If it's too dark or too crowded, I'm just like, oh god, how do I get out of here?
I don't think we've attended any that's like too dark, except the one that happened at night. That was
when I mean dark, sorry, I don't mean like no light. I mean like it's a dull atmosphere. It's not properly lit. Like compared the last Eco Anime Fest we went for and the actual anime event that had like bright fluorescent lights lighting up the entire room. So
I think both of them were equally lit. I don't remember.
I don't think so. That one was dull. It was
this last one.
This last one was actually the lights weren't lighting.
This last Eco Anime Fest was not the best.
Yeah,
not the best. I mean, I had fun. I've had fun at all of Eco Anime Fest, but this particular one, I don't know. I don't know if was it the vibe? Was it? I don't know. There was just something.
It was probably my bad energy, you know.
No, it wasn't you, because even when you weren't around, there was like even like me, because I can have a good time no matter what. Yeah. I can go to an event by myself and figure myself out. That is a superpower I thank God for, that I'm able to entertain myself anywhere I go. But even though I was entertaining myself, I was just like, something's off.
This is not working.
Not that it wasn't working. It just didn't slap. Yeah. It didn't slap the way the others slapped. And I was like, something's off. I don't know. Maybe something was off. Okay. I didn't like the venue. That's one thing I'll say. Yeah. I didn't like the fact that there was an upstairs and there was a downstairs. And then if you wanted to sit down, you had to go upstairs because the downstairs sitting area was like for VIPs and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. But like, why move? Like, why?
It was for VIPs?
Yeah, the sitting area that was at the bottom was for VIP, and I think for speed dating, if I remember. Yeah, there was speed dating happening there.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, one of my friends was pulled into the speed dating thing. That's how I knew. But yeah, like you had to walk all the way upstairs to get a seat, and I'm like, I get it. You want people to mingle, but like you can't have people stand. Like you can't not have sitting space. Yeah. And there was sitting space, but it was just all the way up there. Upstairs. And I'm just like, this kind of breaks, because like what now started happening was that you either had a bunch of people sitting upstairs because they were tired, and just like a few people standing and managing the activities and everything that was going on. So like I think that was kind of what broke the vibe for me.
I've actually never attended like a proper anime event from beginning to the end, and like being like very present to all the activities that were going on. Like, okay, I know they do a bunch of things on the stage. I know sometimes there are talks, but I've never actually paid that close attention to, and I wonder why. Usually I'm working around and looking at all the merch, which is one of the things I do enjoy.
Anime merch is always so great to check out.
Yes,
anime merch is so great.
It's so easy to like pick up something you like without having to like think too much about it. So
because if you're gonna buy from a vendor, you gotta think about delivery, you gotta think about shipping, you gotta think about all these things.
Online shopping, just going through the content stuff can be quite stressful.
Yeah, there's something really nice about looking at posters in real life, looking at stickers in real life, you can even knowing the quality of what you're going to get. Exactly. Because when you're shopping online, you're just like, welp.
You're looking at properly photographed pictures, and that is not always how they come. So that I love that part.
Shopping. The shopping part is always so cool. The cosplay part. I wish.
also like the food.
The food? Really?
Because I got to taste sushi for the first time at an anime event.
Which one?
It was a anime fest actually. That one that came like really, really late.
Oh, the one that
and
the one that was
you were the girl from Cowboy Bebop.
Yes, I was. What's her name? I forgot her name again.
Faye Valentine.
Yes, the one that was Faye Valentine. Yeah,
that one. I got to taste that. And
I
wish they had sake.
Sorry to interrupt.
That
that is my current top 2 events: the second edition of Eco Anime Fest and the Aniwi.
Yeah,
those are my 2 favorite events I've attended in Lagos.
I think a lot of people agree with you because that one was super packed and everyone seemed to be having a good time.
It seemed it was a great time. Like I was there from like 12 all the way up till we left, which was like 7, 8, and like no time was not a good time. Like the cosplay competition, the debates, because they had a thing where they debated on the stage. It was so cool.
Now, since we're really talking about what goes on in anime events, can you since you've been to them and you've been from the beginning to the end, can you give like a rundown of what the vibe is really like in these events? What should people expect when they come?
So what you should expect at these things is one. Well, the thing is that different venues will look differently.
Yeah.
So I can't really say you enter, you see this. But one thing I will say is that one, you will get the people that are selling merch. So they're usually in a corner. Usually merch sales. There's usually like a bunch of photographers. So if you're cosplaying and you're cosplaying a super popular character or a super sexy character, be ready to be photographed. Be ready. If you came to cosplay and did not come to be photographed, I'm sorry, you're in the wrong place.
Exactly.
Because everybody gonna be asking for your photo. Everybody's like, oh my God, I want to take a picture. I want to take a picture.
Yeah.
And even if they don't recognize your outfit, because here's like what I remember from the last Eco Anime Fest. So I cosplayed the maid from the Duke of Death, and that's not a really popular show. So everybody kept on asking me what I was wearing. But when people would ask, oh, what are you wearing? Who are you cosplaying? And I would tell them, they were like, oh, cool, can I take a picture?
Yeah.
Even though they didn't know who the person was, even though they didn't know the babe,
yeah.
they still wanted to take a picture like with a cosplayer. So if you're coming to these events and cosplaying, be ready to be photographed a million times.
If you are an introvert looking to mingle, this is a great way to get the attention you need to push you out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Because people would walk up to you and talk to you, and you'd be forced to talk back.
You'll be forced to talk back. And oh my God, you know what? If there's anything I know about anime events, you will be forced to talk because no one is just gonna leave you alone. Like you legit be standing in the corner and somebody will come to like, so do you like Naruto? Sometimes people don't even say hi. Sometimes they just come up to be like, ah man, that's how they were talking about Demon Slayer the other day. Like they legit just come up and strike a conversation.
Yeah, but then it's a conversation about anime, so you're gonna love it.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why, the plans that we're making, which I'm not gonna talk about, is gonna be so important because people love to talk and people love to meet up. So like if we're able to pull it off, we'll do something so amazing and so cool, which we will announce pretty soon, I think. I agree.
Yeah, I think they should we have to do something like super, super great. So now after like shitting on all the hard work of all our anime
after all our shit talking, we'll not throw an event and nobody will come like But
what would you like to see in anime events that is just not there right now though?
Music.
What is that? But there's music. What's wrong with the music, Courtney?
I am kind of tired of hearing Bluebird.
I don't even know what Bluebird is.
Isn't Bluebird the Naruto song?
Is that what it's called?
That's the name of the song, Bluebird. I am tired of hearing that song. I have never watched Naruto, but I know that song so many times over.
Remind me of this song. Is it
Yes, that one. Yes, that one. Yes, exactly that one.
It's very catchy. And it's sentimental.
I need organizers, DJs, well-wishers and friends to please suggest other anime songs. You see, anime is in abundance. That means there's an abundance of openings and endings.
Actually, Deola, since you're so passionate about this, why not create like the ultimate anime playlist?
I have playlists. I do. Oh my God, thank you for asking. I have a playlist of over 60 songs. And guess what? Not a Bluebird on it.
Oh, wow.
And not... Kosy, you've heard my playlist. Does it not bang?
Yes, it does.
Does it not slap?
It actually does.
Is there Bluebird on it?
No, there's none.
I rest my case.
Oh, we should actually post that.
We need to share. We're going to share it on our social media. Yeah. But I need us as anime fans to go beyond Bluebird, to go beyond, which is the Demon Slayer Lisa song.
It would be so funny if the name of this song is actually not Bluebird.
It is Bluebird. Wait, isn't it Bluebird?
Is it Bluebird?
Betty, our producer, is checking, but like it's It's Bluebird in my head. Maybe it's not Bluebird, but like it's the Naruto song. You shall know what I'm talking
I sang
about.
the song, guys, so you're aware.
And there's also the Demon Slayer one, I think, by Lisa.
The main opening.
I think that was the main one for season 1.
Yeah.
Weebs, we need to let those 2 songs rest. We need to let those 2 songs rest. There's so much good music out there. It is Bluebird. They've confirmed it. It is Bluebird. I am not wrong. I know the name of the song.
I swear.
You all have traumatized me because like every anime event I go to, and I'm just like,
I swear that is the problem.
Look, again, I have no problem. If it's a good song, it's a good song. Hit Me Baby One More Time by Britney Spears is a classic. I love it. But if you play it at everywhere I go, I am going to hate it.
Fair.
I'm not asking us to stop it. I'm asking us to include others. I'm asking us, because what usually happens at these events is that they'll play Bluebird, they'll play 2 songs, they'll play 3 songs, play Bluebird again. They'll play 2, 3, 4 songs,
why they
Bluebird
do that?
again.
Because for some reason, when Bluebird comes on, you actually see male weebs doing the Naruto run. They literally get up and start jumping. Like when we went to that anime rave and that song came on, I literally saw the reaction. I'm like, okay, I actually get why they keep playing this, because it does bring out the crazies.
We went to an anime rave where they were playing Ashake and Charlie Poppy. I just want you guys to know.
Well, I don't honestly, because they had been playing the rave music and no one seemed to want to dance because it wasn't such a great playlist. They then decided, you know what, let's play something Nigerian so that people can move their body. But then that was not the place for it.
You know what? That's the thing. If Nigerian weebs or if weebs in general, because I think weebs abroad actually like do listen to like a variety of music, but I need us Nigerian weebs to stop listening to these songs in particular, or just to stop playing them repeatedly, because we end up doing a disservice to ourselves. Yeah. So of course everybody's going to run to the dance floor when they hear Bluebird, because that's the only song they recognize, because they're not playing any other songs. True. They're not being exposed to any other things. I need us to go and listen to other things. There are other bangers apart from Bluebird. Whatever happened to the why don't they play Cowboy Bebop's theme? And that is a fucking banger.
It just means that whoever is putting this music together isn't very.
That is why I started this rant with organizers, promoters, friends and family, well-wishers.
You guys can reach out to Deola for your great anime playlist and soundtracks and all that good stuff for your events.
I don't want it to be that I'm trying to toot my own horn, like, you know,
but I'm tooting.
I'm tooting it. I'm good at music. I have a great ear. That's fine. But what I just want us to do is I want us, as we watch so many different types of anime, that means there are different openings and there are different endings.
And there are good songs in the middle of animes too.
Exactly. The soundtrack.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised why nobody ever plays Attack on Titan opening the way we play Bluebird, with how epic it is. We don't play AOT opening the way we should be playing AOT opening.
AOT opening isn't very danceable. It's kind of like stand there and nod your head to this vibe.
But at least it's a vibe and you play it. There are sometimes you go to the club and you nod your head, and there are sometimes you dance. Yeah, it's not all the time that you're dancing all through. I want us to switch up our vibe. Please and thank you. God bless. This rave that we attended, oh my God. This rave.
What was the highlight of that rave? I'm really trying to.
The highlight of the rave was actually seeing weebs at night.
Oh, fair.
You know what? That was my first time ever seeing like nightlife. Like if we ever attempted weeb nightlife, that was kind of like the first exposure. I want you guys to know that, well, we might sound privileged, but me and Kosy live on the island. This rave happened at the edge of Lagos.
Yes.
It happened so far that we had to get a hotel room.
Yes.
We both put together money for a hotel room.
Yes.
We put together money for transport so that we could attend this thing. Not because we believe in this.
We were excited about it.
We were so fucking... I wore my wings. Like, I dressed up. I wore fairy wings. I wore glitter. Like,
I wore bump shorts that were very bumpy, and that is very out of character.
Kosy said I wore bump shorts that were bumpy.
Yes, with net pantyhose. I was like, you know what? Today I'm going to look like a sexy anime character.
Exactly.
And I come there, I'm like,
dressed up, and like we were there. We're like, okay, I guess we were the only ones that got the memo because it seemed like one. I don't know if this is an organizer kind of thing or like just the people kind of thing, but like the people were not dressed to have fun. The music wasn't raving.
Honestly,
it wasn't musicking.
I think at that point I was like, okay, this is uni like a bunch of kids in uni trying to put something together, like it felt very university party.
Yes,
which
it felt juvenile.
I did not like.
It felt
Thank you.
juvenile.
That's the word.
It felt juvenile.
I did not like that because, excuse me, I left uni how many years ago? I mean, try to be a bit more inclusive. I get it. You guys, a lot of you are still in that system, but I'm not. And I don't want to come there and feel like,
you know what? I think we sound like old women. Like, oh, the kids are boring. Like, that's what we sound like right now.
It's not meant to be that way. It's meant to be
so
flipped.
wild.
The kids are meant to be doing great
which
things.
Is so wild. Like, you have to understand,
God,
me and
young
Kosy,
people these days.
I can say I'm in my 30s. I'm in my mid-30s, and I still go to parties and I have fun. So imagine I said I. So imagine me 30 plus and Kosy 20 plus, almost 30, going to a rave, ready to have fun, and we're just there like bored. Like, what the we
guys,
really wanted to have a good time.
Don't you guys like to have fun? Young people.
Nobody was dancing. Everybody was just standing in corners. I felt like I had just walked into a uni socials, and the boys are on one side, the girls are on one side.
When I was in uni, it wasn't like that still.
We danced in uni.
I danced too.
I danced with boys in uni, so I'm so confused. I'm so confused what was going on.
Maybe that's why I think they changed it to the music.
That's why they changed the music.
Because I think maybe the music wasn't giving the vibe of get on the dance floor and actually dance. It was giving stand around with your drink and chase girls up and down. I mean, technically, that was the intention of that event as well, because they had like handbands where you had to find, I think, a number. If you find a partner who had the same number or the same color or same thing,
they do that at so many events.
Oh,
they
really?
did that. They've done that before. I remember hearing that about before.
I never found my match sharp, or
I wasn't looking for my match. So my match, if it was looking for me, good luck to you.
Well,
me too. I'm looking for the match that God ordained for me. I haven't found it, so good luck to you. You'll find your match. But yeah, that rave, I think the only good thing I experienced from that rave was basically going out with you and just like trying to experience. I'm always down to experience new things.
Yes.
So going to that rave and experiencing the new thing might not have been the best experience, was still something.
Yeah. To be honest, all they had to do with that rave was to get good music. That was all they needed.
I think that was the base problem. The music was not there. And I actually spoke to one of the organizers, and he told me what happened, and I'm like, you know what? Okay, fair. It's fine. But I'm warning you.
She's warning you.
The same way I warned you when I saw you, the same way I'm warning you now in public, because people will hear this, is that next time you throw a rave, let it actually be a rave. Now, if you're going to throw a party, let's call it a party. If it's going to be a rave, be a rave. As someone that is an EDM house music person, a rave is specifically a party for Unts music. You can go to Google and you can check it out. When you type in rave, it says electronic dance music. So the next time you're throwing a rave, or the next time you're throwing a party, make sure you get it right. That is it. Thank you. That's the end of my rant for that. But apart from that, I mean, if I was gonna score all my experiences over 10, I'd give everything all together a solid 7.
Everything put together,
or maybe actually a 6.
Oh wow, it went down.
Now I think because 7 is like, okay, 3 points from 10, and I'm like, maybe back to 7, maybe a 6.5. I'm not sure yet. I do need our music to be better, and I need the men to be better. I need the music to be better, and I need the men to be better. All the girlies that I keep meeting at these events are amazing, having a great time. We we laugh. We check each other out, we take each other's pictures. It's always a great time when I'm chilling with my anime girlies. But when men enter the picture, and I'm sorry if it feels like I'm attacking you, it's just based on my personal experience as a woman. These are the issues I have dealt with, and like it's I'm just thinking about.
She's recalling the tragic.
No, because like even before attending these events and having men question me, like throughout my life as someone that has watched anime, there's always somebody that is always questioning my fandom, and I'm like,
what I usually do when these kind of things happen is just to let them talk. I realize that you guys just want to talk about the anime, like, oh my god, I can't remember. Please, can you tell me about it? And then they go on
I'm not.
They go on. They enjoy. They explode and tell us everything. I'm like, okay, that is so. You're really a fan. I think that's what they really want to hear.
So if they want to mansplain to somebody, they could just talk to a wall. Because if you're like, I'm not trying to be mean. If I am at an event, I'm at an anime event, and I know that is the place to have a conversation. And if you feel your way of starting a conversation is to bombard me with questions to gauge my authenticness, then you might as well go to the internet and argue with people on the internet. Or you might as well talk to your homeboys, because you and your homeboys are obviously the best fans.
Yeah.
So why come to me? Why do you want to question my fandom and then lecture me at the same time? Like, I'm all for having a conversation. So like, if we're having a conversation, if it's going back and forth, fine. But if it's oh yeah, so this is what Naruto is about, of course you wouldn't understand.
I feel like it's only Naruto boys that do this to you, because it seems like that's the one.
Naruto is the one that comes to my head because that's the example I have from that event. But previously, I've had people do it. Like, I've never watched Naruto, so like no one asked me about Naruto.
Yeah.
But I've had people asking me questions about Bleach. I've had people ask me questions of My Hero Academia.
Really
I've had people ask me questions about Attack on Titan. I've had people ask me questions from those three fandoms, and I'm just like, and it's, you know what? It's mostly shonen fandoms.
Yeah,
it's mostly shonen guys that are always asking these kind of questions and always doing these kind of things.
You know the funny thing about this question thing, when you flip it, it's actually more interesting, because when we were at Anui and we had that our booth where we had to ask them questions, I saw their eyes light up. So maybe what we should even start doing is asking them the questions. Like, if you're such a fan,
if you're such
what happened?
You know what? We'll start having quiz nights. We'll start having quiz nights. If you're such a big anime fan, come and win our quiz. We should do
exactly, because it was. I think that was one of my best experience at an anime event, where like asking those questions and looking at the guys like raking their brains, like, isn't he that guy? It's like, oh, and they were even helping each other at the point, which was actually kind of cool.
Anime was so cool.
Yeah.
We got a booth. And part of our booth was that we had like a recommendation wall, which like got so many people engaged, which I really, really love. Which we need to go through our recommendations.
I still have
we got, you're with the cards, right?
Yeah.
We have a bunch of recommendations from that wall that we haven't gone through, which we need to do.
Yeah.
We also have a couple of what else happened at Annie? I'm trying to remember. That was so fun.
We gave out cupcakes.
We did give out cupcakes. We gave out cupcakes. Anime was such a great event. The vibe was so cool.
There was that 360 camera thing to capture moments.
Yes.
There was like a wall where you actually come and take like proper photo shoot pictures, which we haven't seen till now.
Yeah. But Anime
like
really, really put their all into it, and like I really enjoyed this event, and I can't wait for the next one. I think the last Anime was like at Q3. So I'm thinking that they're gonna have the next one in Q3 as well. I'm looking forward to whenever that happens, because like it was such a fun time. But yeah, what any final words, any final sayings for the organizers out there?
Not much, but one thing that we didn't let them know that also happens at anime events is there are a lot of gamer sections. So that people always
that's
games,
very true.
And a lot of competitions around the game. Like you can win money, like if you beat this person. And they play a bunch of things. I don't know what they play.
It's usually like a anime game. So I've seen Naruto. I've seen
Did they play Genshin Impact?
No. Genshin Impact isn't that kind of game. It's not that kind of competition kind of game.
I hear about it a lot. I want to start playing because
Genshin Impact is an anime game in the sense that the graphics are very anime and also it is getting a anime. They're making, what is that word?
An adaptation?
Yes, it's getting an anime adaptation. So yes,
looking forward to that.
There's a crossover between people that like anime and people that are into gaming.
Yeah.
So if you are into gaming and not really into anime, you'll still be welcome, because many of these things do have competitions, as Kosy said.
Yeah.
They usually bring like these big guys, like these like esports. We actually have esports in Nigeria, which is so cool to me. But yeah, they bring in these guys and they're playing video games, and there's actually like a prize competition. So
it's also a good place to catch ramen and soju for all those K-drama babes over there. If you want to try some Asian delicacies that aren't that expensive
or that popular, because usually if you're trying to get ramen outside of an event, it's gonna be really pricey. It's gonna be at least the cheapest ramen I've had in Lagos was 4-5, and that was only because it was on discount.
Oh, wow.
Usually the regular price is 10K.
I haven't even had ramen yet.
You've not had ramen? There is a video idea I want to do from my YouTube, finding the best ramen. It's just that I don't have the money. I don't have money. Do you know how much a bowl of ramen will be costing in this economy?
That's why I want you to carry me, so I'll just be tasting for you.
No, you're gonna have to contribute to.
Contribute?
You're gonna have to contribute to.
But if I was not there, you buy your own plate. Now I'm here to just taste. 1 spoon, 2 spoon, maybe half the bowl.
I don't know. Maybe we'll figure out a way to charge it to the podcast and say it's podcast content.
Yes, exactly. Hi, producer. What do you think about that?
She has not answered us. She's unlooking. She's now coughing. But yeah, anything else? I don't think have I given all my rants? Have I expressed all the things I wanted to do? We said the good, we said the bad, we gave the in between.
Yeah.
I think the last thing I want to end with is that, granted, we've said a bunch of things, but I don't want that to stop people that want to throw their own events.
Yeah.
I do not want it to stop people from doing their own thing. In fact, I want what we have said to encourage you to do shit, to be creative, and to have fun
above and beyond.
Yes, because one thing that we have seen is that anime people love to connect, love to have events.
Yeah.
We might seem like introverts, but once we have the opportunity to chat and talk and rant and debate, we'll do it. So please, if there are any anime events near you, attend them. I think there's Nerd Work in Port Harcourt.
Yeah.
There's a couple. They're happening so many. I saw one happening in Benin. I saw one happening in Kaduna. I saw one happening all over the place. So like I'm so happy for the rise of convention culture in Nigeria and the rise of
popping up actually.
They're a bunch popping up. And if you guys ever want to see us, maybe you can convince your local conventions, to flew us out and we'll be there. I want to be flued out. I want to go to conventions around. It's just unfortunate that I have a 9 to 5 and I just can't, take a week to go to a random state to go and check out what the anime
you can always
scene
take
is like.
leave.
I can always take leave, but I can't take leave all the time. But if it happens on a weekend, I'm good on weekends. So like you can fly me out on Friday, bring me back on Sunday. I am good for that. So yeah, we want to come to anime events. So fly us out. We're down. We're very game.
Ditto.
All right. So that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you all so much for listening and for being here.
And guys, if you made it to the end
we
and you're
appreciate
still feeling attacked, sorry. We absolutely, you guys are cute.
Sorry, but like
we're just trying to help you.
Hit dogs are gonna holler. If you are the hit dog, you'll holler. Sorry for you. You'll be fine.
Thanks guys for listening once again. Remember to follow us on all our social media pages.
My best friend, the Weeb, and we are on Twitter.
Yeah.
We're also on Twitter as well.
The Weeb Pod.
We're also on Twitter and we are the Weeb Pod. Yes, it's in the name, the Weeb Pod. So you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at my best friend the Weeb, and you can follow us on Twitter. Sorry, X. I keep forgetting.
Like, nah, X.
X. At the Weeb Pod. Please share your own opinions. If we've ever met at an anime event, come and just tell us how it was. Tell us your experience and
say hi next time. Please, if you meet me at an anime event, just walk up and say hi. I am a serious introvert. I'm not going to say hi to you because I'm scared as shit. Not scared, but like shy or maybe daydreaming. I don't know. But say hi. I'll say hi back. I'm a really nice person. Hi.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I will catch you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.